My name is Mae Krier. I'm Rosie the Riveter, original Rosie the Riveter from World War II.
Ever see this poster? Thousands of Rosies built aircraft and other machinery that helped win World War II, but after the war, they didn't get much recognition. Krier has been fighting for workplace equality and women's rights ever since. But let's back up for a second. Born in Dawson, North Dakota in 1926, Krier was a child of the Great Depression and the Dust Bowl.
The only good thing that came out of that decade was that my mother got the right to vote.
When Pearl Harbor was attacked in 1941, Mae was a teenager and says it was hard to wrap her head around the scale of the war.
I wasn't too sophisticated about the rest of the world, and I thought, I'm not sure I know where Pearl Harbor is. We didn't have instant news. We had to go to Pathé News in the movie theater to get to news like that. I had an uncle that was in Guadalcanal. I'd never heard of Guadalcanal before.
But she knew she wanted to do something.
Men and women and children just dropped everything to save our country.
So Krier started working at Boeing, where she and her sister and friends built B-17s and B-29s that would carry troops and supplies on countless missions.
We all ended up being Rosies through the whole war. At first it was fun, we were earning money, that was the purpose, but as the time went on, we just got so into what we were doing, how important it was.
Krier says a career highlight was when they got to leave their mark on a very special aircraft.
In May of 1944, we built the 5,000 B-17s in Pearl Harbor, and to celebrate, they let us all paint our names on it. It was so funny because we got to push it out on the tarmac for the ceremony. Austria would have seen us, they'd had a fit.
But it wasn't easy being a woman working on what was seen as a man's job at the time.
Many men resented the women being in there. The women were every bit as good as the men, and yet we didn't get the pay that they got. Sometimes we were better than the men.
And once the war was over, so were the Rosies' jobs.
When the men came home, they had beautiful parades, flying flags. They really honored the men. When Rosie came home, they gave them their timesheets.
Krier said that while Rosies didn't expect a reward for doing what they did, it was frustrating not to be acknowledged.
The men came home, they got the GI Bill, they got mortgage rates, they got many benefits. A woman got none. I mean, she just go back in the kitchen, kind of thing.
And that's not where Krier wanted to be.
I didn't go back to work till my youngest was 11 years old. And I decided I couldn't do this anymore because making beds and doing dishes is not very rewarding for a woman who's has creativity and energy.
Since then, Krier has worked for more than 40 years to get Rosie the Riveters the recognition they deserve. She led the effort to establish Rosie the Riveter Day on March 21st, and during the height of COVID, she made thousands of Rosie masks. One was even sent to the International Space Station on a Rosie the Rocketeer mannequin. Now, she and other Rosies will be honored with the Congressional Gold Medal this April. Krier says it's a huge step, but not the end of the road.
Just because we've got the Congressional Gold Medal doesn't mean I'm done. I'm still going to work hard for the women and young girls. We still have a long way to go.
As for her advice to women entering or already in the workforce today,
go for it, girls. The women are out there becoming astronauts or becoming anything that they want to be. Don't think that boy next to you can do it any better than you can do it. If there's something you want, the field is wide open for you now.